It began in silence. It ended with a tremor that may shake the very spine of global power. On a frozen evening in late February, a private flight registered to the Burkina presidential fleet touched down at Nukovo II, a restricted section of Moscow's VIP airbase. What unfolded over the next 36 hours has since been called the most dangerous diplomatic moment since the fall of the Berlin Wall. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Africa's youngest head of state and the controversial military leader of Burkina Faso, had arrived on Russian soil for what the Kremlin initially labeled a cultural exchange dialogue. But the real agenda was something far more volatile. Insiders now confirm Traoré came to propose a new world axis, and Vladimir Putin listened. Despite his anti-Western stance and fiery rhetoric, Traoré had long resisted full alignment with either China or Russia. His message had always been clear: Africa must rise by its own hands, not by trading one master for another. But that changed when French forces pulled out of the Sahel and NATO froze multilateral security contracts with West African nations deemed politically unstable. Putin saw an opening. In early February, a covert message was sent to Traoré via a backchannel through the Malian intelligence network: "Come to Moscow. Let's redraw the map." What followed was a 7-hour private summit in the Kremlin's ultra-secure Black Swan chamber, a room rumored to be impervious to all forms of digital surveillance. No aides, no translators, just 2 men, 2 security officers, and a burning vision of rebellion. Traoré reportedly entered with a leather briefcase, handcuffed to his wrist. Inside was a classified Pan-African resource map, marking uranium, gold, lithium, cobalt, and rare earth deposits across the Sahel. But this wasn't just about minerals. It was about power. According to a leaked intelligence brief from Estonia's cyber defense unit, Traoré said the following: "We have what the world needs, but we trade it for aid and humiliation. I want a new deal: guns for gold, code for control, and satellites for silence." Putin, known for long pauses, allegedly stared for 3 minutes before replying, "We do not deal in aid. We deal in victories." By the end of the summit, a secret document, later leaked to an independent Russian whistleblower group, outlined the terms of what is now called the Pact of the Iron Crescent. The agreement included the establishment of a Russian Africa military intelligence base in northern Burkina Faso, disguised as a geological research station, the transfer of short-range ballistic missile systems for defensive deterrence, with crews trained by ex-Wagner operatives, the creation of a shadow banking system using crypto mining facilities in the Sahel, and an agreement on AI-driven media counterinsurgency programs to neutralize Western influence across Francophone Africa. But most shocking of all, Traoré requested access to Russian nuclear energy blueprints to help construct a covert uranium enrichment facility in the Burkina desert for peaceful energy, as the official transcript euphemistically put it. 3 days after the meeting, a redacted transcript of the summit was leaked to the German Federal Intelligence Service, BND, by an unnamed defector within the FSB. What followed was immediate. NATO called an emergency session in Brussels. The African Union issued a statement claiming non-involvement. France recalled its ambassador to Burkina Faso for urgent consultations. And the U.S. Treasury Department froze over $600 million in trade lines with regional banks in the Sahel. But perhaps most bizarrely, the European Space Agency issued a temporary satellite blackout over large swaths of Burkina Faso and northern Mali, citing interference anomalies. Some speculate this was a preemptive move to prevent Russia from launching surveillance payloads in the region. Back in Ouagadougou, Traoré returned a hero. State-run media aired a cryptic message of his voice, heavily distorted and set against imagery of lions, fire, and broken chains. "We have awoken the bear. Now the eagle and the dragon will tremble. Let them come." What followed was a sweeping purge. Dozens of government officials accused of foreign sympathies were detained. All remaining French businesses were ordered to cease operations within 15 days. A new national anthem, reportedly co-written by revolutionary poets and Russian linguists, was leaked under the name Blood and Black Soil. Though unconfirmed, a report by an Israeli security analyst claimed satellite imagery revealed excavation near the Sahelian village of Gorim Gorim, a site with known uranium deposits. The depth and heat signatures suggested early-stage development of a subterranean energy complex. If true, Burkina Faso could become the first sub-Saharan African nation to possess indigenous nuclear development capacity, with Russian support. This isn't just diplomacy. This is a tectonic shift. By aligning with Putin, not as a subordinate but as an equal conspirator, Ibrahim Traoré may have rewritten the rules of post-colonial Africa. He didn't beg. He bargained. And he walked away not with loans but with leverage. As one retired CIA analyst put it, what happened in Moscow wasn't a handshake. It was a torch passing. Africa's new revolution isn't in the streets. It's in the war rooms. On March 21st, a strange image appeared on encrypted forums. A digital banner showing Putin and Traoré standing side by side. Shadows cast over a burning map of the world. It carried only 2 words, written in blood-red Cyrillic. The era begins. And somewhere in the silence of Moscow's deepest bunker, a new chapter in global history had already begun.